This is 1532 Holman Road. It's been said that children are a product of their parents. I think the same is true that we are a product of our teachers. In kindergarten, Miss Hughes said, "Thomas, I'm not going to tie your shoes anymore. You have to do it yourself someday." Today, I can tie my shoes. Miss Ray and Miss Lockwood cultivated my love and passion for reading, which still continues to this day. And in third grade, my teachers were Miss Marcano and Mr. Denton. Until that time, I never had a black teacher or male teacher besides my PE coach. And as someone who wanted to be a teacher since kindergarten, you have no idea how inspiring that was for me to see a teacher in my classroom who looked like me. My PE coach, Mr. Morey, was the first person I told about my parents' divorce. The words he said to me that day, that it wasn't my fault and it wasn't my issue with that, are the most inspiring I've heard in my entire life. Miss Jones, my sixth grade social studies teacher, inspired me and reinvigorated my love for history and serving others. That year I ran for student council, and I won. She convinced me to run for historian, and I said yes. The ballot had 40 other kids on the list, and I said, I don't want to do it anymore. She said, "Thomas, give it a shot. The worst that can happen is that you will lose." That confidence she instilled in me has carried me to this day. I would not be student body president of West High School if it weren't for her confidence and her belief in my ability and my skills. In seventh grade, I was bullied, and I was a bully. That team of teachers and my principal made sure I understood those circumstances are not okay to exist. In eighth grade, Mr. Rector got me to enjoy writing. Mr. Broiner taught the importance of participating in government and democracy. Miss Mounts was my eighth grade algebra teacher, and she was my tutor in geometry when I struggled through that class. If it weren't for her assistance that year, I would not have passed geometry, and I'm thankful for that every day. My freshman teachers made my transition to high school safe, smooth, and comfortable. In particular, I'd like to thank Miss Greer, Miss Raymond, Mr. Davis, Mr. Gallo, and Frau Brooks. Because without them, I would not be who I am today. They had a tremendous impact on my life, without a doubt. Frau Brooks noticed one day that when she opened the window, I would sneeze. She set a box of tissues by my desk, just in case. Miss Sills and Miss Emery greet me with a smile and good morning every day in the library. And last year, thanks to Ms. Carr and Ms. Raymond, I had several internship opportunities at a bank. And it's not just my teachers, my principals who stop to chat, the guidance secretaries I converse with every morning, the cafeteria staff who say hello when I get my lunch, the janitors even, who ask how my Thanksgiving was when we pass in the hallway. As I say this now, I realize I've never thanked them. So to my teachers and all the teachers here, I say thank you. Thank you for what you do for us. I think that we don't think about these things because we aren't forced to, or until we are. Mr. Superintendent, with the Apex evaluation standards, you're attacking my teachers, and in doing so, you're attacking the very foundation of who I am. You will never be able to measure the impact these teachers have on our lives when you measure against some words on a rubric that say above average or below average. You will never be able to measure their performance when you grade them according to the performance of kids in a completely different class. Over the past few months, many teachers and students have told you that this idea, this policy, won't work. It is not good for our schools. It is detrimental to the educational foundation of our community. But, Mr. Superintendent, you have closed your eyes, covered your ears, and pushed full steam ahead. We're telling you to stop. This isn't good, and you won't listen. In kindergarten, I got a yellow card because I wasn't listening. You're not listening to us, Mr. Superintendent, and tonight I have a yellow card for you, too.